Okay. Did you have some time to pre-read?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think burden means?
A burden is something is heavy that you take a charge. You take a charge on your back. Oh?
It's something that you must do. You have to do.
Yeah.
It can be difficult. You are burdened with it.
Yes.
What do you think transformed means?
Transform is something. It's a change completely.
Yes, to totally change something.
Yeah.
Which two of these topics do you expect to read about? So the burden of thirst and the spit. What do you expect to read about?
I think it's
The causes of floods, collecting water, industrial uses, building water supplies.
I think it's B and D.
B and D. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Find these words in the passage. Well, we're not going to go looking for them just yet. See if we can match them to a definition. Drought.
Drought. That is the C.
Yes, absolutely. Well.
Wow. D.
F.
F. Okay.
Dam.
Dam is B.
Actually, no. Close, but no. There was one about to fall over in Derbyshire last month due to rain.
So it's not B?
No. Close, but no.
A?
Yep.
No.
Yep. A.
Okay, A. Okay.
They find a valley,
Okay.
build a wall across it, and that traps water. Pump.
Okay. Pump. Pump. E.
D.
D. Piece of corn. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pipe.
Okay. So reservoir.
No. Oh, sorry, reservoir. Is that one?
Reservoir. So E.
A reservoir is B.
B.
Yep.
A reservoir. Different lake. Okay.
Pipe.
Okay. So B. E.
E. Yeah. Okay. Read through paragraph headings here and underline the key ideas in each. Then read each paragraph carefully and match it to the correct heading.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the key ideas in these lists of headings? Number one.
Y plans.
Yeah. Number two.
Number two, urban problems.
Yes. Number three.
Number three, success.
Yes. Number four.
Number 4, new management style.
Yeah, I'm more inclined towards explaining management style, but yes, new management style. 5.
5 is statistics.
Yeah, lies, down lies, and then statistics. Okay, number 6.
Number 6, regular trip.
Regular trip. Number 7.
Number 7, treating disease.
Yes, treating and disease. Number 8.
Number 8, how water change.
I think pretty much the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to try to grab that bit.
Yes.
It's not a very good scan, is it? Right. Okay. So there are our headings.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, okay. So we have to find a heading for each of these.
Okay. The first one, paragraph A. I will say a regular trip for some people.
Yes, a regular trip for some people.
Yes.
So, where are we? That is number 6 gone. I'll just make a note of that.
Yeah. I say some relevant statistics.
Yeah, I agree. That's the one I would go with.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh.
See how water can change people's lives.
Yep, that's what I'd say.
Yes, and why some plants have failed.
Yep.
And E is for explaining a new management style.
Absolutely. F.
F, I would say no, possible success.
Yep, I'll go with that too. Okay. Right, no more than one word and or a number from the passage. For each answer, water levels in the Toiro River are falling because of
Because of because of the drought. No,
the drought.
I don't.
Because
Yeah.
of drought.
Yeah.
Globally, the number of people who die each year as a result of drinking dirty water is
What was the number? Yes, is not 2003 million. No, I don't.
Yep. 3.3 million.
Different, yeah.
When families have clean water, they can spend more time growing what?
Spend more time growing. More animals.
Well, more crops, more animals, yes. Crops,
Yeah.
animals,
Crops.
either or. It said only one word, so just go with crops or animals, not both.
Oh.
Specialist knowledge and equipment are needed to dig what?
Dig. Dig.
Paragraph D.
Well.
Wells.
Yeah. Wells.
WaterAid uses a dam made of what to capture rainwater? Surprised it works, it should just wash away.
WaterAid uses a dam. Of, uh, of sand? No.
Sand.
Of sand, yeah.
Right. One thing it says here, you will find the answers in the passage in the same order as the questions. 99% of the time that is true. Sometimes it is not.
Okay.
Copy
Okay.
the words onto the answer sheet exactly. But
Yeah.
in this one, you would have had to write 3.3 and then MN.
Oh.
Or you would have to have written 3,300,000 in
Yeah.
numbers in full.
Okay.
Okay, so in this one you had a choice:
Yeah.
crops, animals, one or the other.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Aileto's village. Oh, hang on. Sorry, missed one. Choose two letters, A through E. Which two of these activities were performed by the villagers of Bisho?
Sure of this.
So I'll go back to that bit there.
Building a transport.
So there's one of it.
Yeah.
They have made
And
concrete and
then,
collected stones for the structures. They are now digging trenches to lay pipes. So they built a road,
yeah.
gathered building materials.
Yeah.
That'll do. That's the two.
To digging the reservoir? No.
Well, it doesn't really say that they dug it. It doesn't say they dug it. They said there is one, but it doesn't say they dug it. Here it says they are digging trenches to lay pipes.
Yeah.
They have made concrete and collected stones for the structures.
Okay.
Concrete here wasn't mentioned, but they gathered building materials, stones. Yes?
Yes.
Aileto's village needs running water. What other things do you think her village might need?
I do business from.
If they haven't got water, what else are they likely not to have?
What other thing do you need? I think it's a road.
Electric.
Yeah, electric. Yeah.
Could be roads as well, but certainly electric. It does say here, that doesn't say in the
yes, you are right.
they don't have any electric, but it says here residents even constructed a road themselves so the drilling machinery could get in. So yeah, they might need roads too.
Okay.
Do you think that people should stay in villages without running water, or should they move? I'm not going to ask the last part to cities. I'm just saying, should they move? In their case, they are. Where are we? How we did say? Said how far. Well, it doesn't say how far she is from the river, but do you think they should move closer to the river? Move to cities where all of this stuff is available?
I don't know. I think they should move to the other, not exactly city, but another place to have a running water.
Yeah, but that could put pressure on those places that they move to in terms of having enough accommodation for them, having enough water, having enough electricity. And the same if they move to a city. In Senegal and the city of Dakar, which is the capital, there are lots and lots. There's a shanty town. For want of any better description, it is a shanty town along the railway line where people who lived in this country moved into the city and they are just living in humpies.
Yeah.
The city just can't cope with housing them. Okay. And it's not exactly what one would call a very rich country, although it is starting to find some kind of resource sector and improve.
Yeah.
And moving closer to the river, well, they're in Kenya. The risk, I guess, if they're right close to the river, are crocodiles and wild animals such as lions and whatnot coming in to take water from the river.
Yes.
But we have a similar problem in Western Australia. The Aboriginal people wanted to be well away from the river, and I can't say I blame them. There were thumping great crocodiles in it. But where they wanted to live, it was a pain in the butt to get the water to. Okay. What are good things about living in a village like Aelitos?
Oh, the good things are, first good things is the good air.
Good air, community, community spirit.
Yeah.
Although sometimes community can be a bad thing because everybody knows your business.
Yeah, a life no stress.
Yeah. Other than finding water, not as much stress.
Yeah.
Okay. Spelling mistakes. Number 2.
Number 2 for the more with E at the end.
Yes, number 3.
Number 3, this is with E at the end.
Yes, number 4.
Number 4, business with E and not Y.
I.
I'm sorry, but I, yes.
Number 5.
Number 5, experience is missing.
Yep. Number 6.
I. Machine with C and not S.
Yes, number 7.
Number 7, available. A is missing.
Yes, number 8.
Number 8, believe is missing.
Yep. Number 9.
Number 9, create. E at the end.
Yes, number 10.
Number 10, involve. E at the end.
And the only one I've got a question mark over is that. Because do they mean business as in, somebody's business, somebody's company, somebody's enterprise, or do they mean somebody is busy?
Yeah.
If it were that, I would just split the two.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
If
Yeah,
it's
I see. Yes.
in the context of, if it's a business, then yeah, BUSI. If it's
Yeah.
describing someone who is always busy,
Okay.
split the word or hyphenate it. That's the
Okay.
way I would do it anyway.
Thank you.
All right. IELTS candidates often make mistakes using the nouns effect, benefit, advantage, and disadvantage in a phrase. Read these sentences A to D, then complete 1 to 5 below by writing one word in each gap. So,
Let me see.
definitely D when we're talking about Ho Chi Minh. Okay. Number 2.
Number 2. Like a running water can cause no.
Like a running water can.
Yeah, can cause a serious effect.
Not. It's looking for something
No.
much simpler than that. Can, four-letter word, begins with H.
Can have
A serious effect.
Can have a serious effect for people health.
No.
On. Yeah.
So sometimes it's just supposed to say these things to yourself in your head and say, does it make sense?
Yeah.
The most significant disadvantage of, yep, desalination.
Yeah.
The projects that were run by WaterAid had numerous benefits.
For local people.
Yep. Some people say that recycling water.
Some people say that recycling water has.
Yes.
Yeah, has a negative effect on people's health.
On people's health. We had an idiot politician in a state in Australia called Queensland. His name I won't mention. Reckoned that drinking recycled water caused effeminism among men.
Okay.
Idiot, complete moron. But then that might explain the lack of manliness among some of the men in London too. The sentences contain a mistake by IELTS candidates. Find and correct the mistakes. One of these sentences is right. Number 2.
Number 2, one. one advantage for tourism is that improves the country's economy.
Where is the error?
That it, though, so it's that improve, that no.
No.
No, or the advantage, not one.
Of. One advantage of tourism.
Of tourism, okay.
Is that that could be temporary till they go and make a bloody mess and then someone's got to clean it up. Okay, air travel has the greatest effect to air pollution. Where is the error?
Air travel. Air travel has a on air pollution.
On.
Yep. Yeah.
Number 4, is there a mistake?
Number 4. Benefit. Okay. I don't know. Its benefits are no.
No, number 4 is perfectly okay.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Number 5.
Number 5. It is has not given. It is bad effect of the environment.
Has not had.
Has not had.
Given goes. Has not had.
Okay.
This one needs a complete rework. Well, in my opinion, it does.
And in the advantages and disadvantages of the water supply.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it. I'd still, I know I'm being picky, I still wouldn't like it. I would say the advantages and disadvantages in the supply of water are easy to see. But that's just me. Picky bugger sometimes. Okay. In conclusion,
there is a major effect quality on quality of life.
On the quality of life, yes. Number 8.
Number 8, to sum up, computer give a lot of advantages. First, computer give a lot.
I would kill that. Give us a lot of advantages, full stop.
Yes.
That's the way I would look at it anyway.
Yeah.
Now I can't remember some of this stuff either, but we'll see how we go.
Yes.
Do you remember? What do you remember about speaking parts 2 and 3? Circle the correct answer for each statement you have to prepare your talk.
Oh. I don't remember.
I've got a feeling it's 1 minute, but it should be 2.
Yeah.
You should talk. Your talk should last up to.
Yeah.
How many minutes?
2 minutes.
The minimum is 2 minutes,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't go over 3. So, yeah, okay. The examiner
Examiner. What? Will
not.
will not.
Right. You can or cannot look at the task as you talk.
You cannot.
I would say you actually can. If you can make notes, there's nothing to stop you
Oh. Oh yeah.
making note of what the task is.
Yeah.
So I don't see why you can't.
Yeah.
Probably a bit of a twisted way of doing things, but yeah, if they say, oh, you're not allowed to look at the task, then quick note of the task while you're writing out other notes.
Okay.
That's the way I would approach it anyway. Questions are about
Question about personal topics.
general topics.
General topics.
But they may ask you about your personal experience within that topic, but they are not personal topics. They're not. They may, in task 1, ask you about your family.
Okay.
But in task 2 and 3, they are general topics, but you should give information based on your personal experience.
Yeah.
You can or cannot ask the examiner to repeat a question.
You can.
You can. Okay. So this is a speaking part 2 task.
Yeah.
Right? Describe an activity that you enjoy that takes place in or near water. You should say how you prepare for the activity, where it takes place, what the activity involves, and explain why you enjoy doing this activity. So pick something that you like doing on or in or near water that's very easy for you to speak about.
Yes.
Okay, so have you thought of an activity?
Okay.
What sort of activity on or near water do you like?
Near.
But what sort of activity? What would you do near the water?
Yes, a picnic.
A picnic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the rest of it you can do making notes about where you would like to picnic and all that sort of stuff, and how you prepare
Okay.
for it, blah, 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 you can do for homework if you choose.
Okay.
Okay, 23. Carlos doing the speaking task, this one. We have to fill in some gaps. So number 1 is done. 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. I don't have to worry about listening for number 1. 23. Again, just listen up for keywords or clue words.
Track 23, Unit 9, Speaking, Exercises 3 and 4.
I'm going to talk about an activity that I enjoy doing, and that's fishing. Actually, I think someone said that fishing's the most popular hobby in the world. So, how do I get ready? Well, if you go fishing, then first you have to get up early. Then you need to pack all your equipment, and that includes a long thin stick. I think it's called a rod, a box or tin to put the fish in, and some the little things that you use to attract the fish. Also, you need to take some warm clothes, perhaps, and lastly, you need something to drink and maybe a sandwich because you can get hungry. There are lots of places where you can go fishing. Some people go to rivers, but I live near the beach, so I fish in a small yellow, type of boat. I wear a life jacket because I usually row the boat out to sea, about a kilometer, so people can't always see me. Fishing is really quite simple. You just sit and wait. I love it because it's so peaceful. It's perfect. But also it's very exciting when you catch something. I usually get these, what are they called? Long black and white fish. All in all, it's a wonderful activity. It's like a sport, but you're just competing with yourself or with the natural world.
Okay. So number 2 was
So I get
get. Number 3,
number 3. There are a lot of blizzard
places.
places. Oh yes,
Places.
places.
Number 4,
Number 4, simple.
yeah, don't tell the fish that. Number 5,
Oh, oh.
all in all, yes.
Yeah.
We have fish in Australia, especially down south and around the coasts in Western Australia, called skipjack tuna. And they are quite cheeky. They're quite used to fishermen. And they will come out if they see something that's obviously someone trying to catch them with bait, and thump the bait with their tail, and that breaks the bait off the hooks, and then they get a free meal.
Okay.
Or if they do take the bait, they run straight underneath the rocks and break your line. Okay, so what is the purpose for each phrase? So how do I get ready? Why has he said that? Come back down to here.
Yeah.
Why has he said, so how do I get ready?
So how
Look at this bit.
how I prepare?
He's paraphrasing the question. Yes?
Yes.
How you prepare for the activity? How do I get ready? There are lots of
Lots of places.
Yep. So why does he say that?
Where take place?
Yeah, it's paraphrasing again or explaining. Fishing is really quite simple. Why has he said that?
You sit and you wait.
No, but he's said that because he was asked what the activity involves.
Yeah.
And it's not as simple as some people make it out to be. All in all, it's a wonderful activity. Why has he said that?
So he explains.
Yeah, it explains why. It's an introduction to his explanation as to why he enjoys the activity.
Yeah.
You can do that for homework if you choose to, and give me your talk tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Work in pairs. Speaking part 3 questions. So here are 3 questions from speaking part 3. Okay. Just have a quick read of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so which question is asking the candidate to compare some water sports?
The question number 2.
Yes. Name some water sports.
The question number 1.
Yes. Explain something about water sports.
Question number 2. Number 3.
Number 3. Yep. So what have we got here? Kite surfing, serious nutters, picnicking, and fishing. And what he's doing is what I call boring fishing. So there you go. Okay. I can't do that. I cannot sit there and just poke a rod out. I can't do that. I have to cast. I have to cast and retrieve. I cast and retrieve.
Yeah.
I cannot sit and do nothing. Most Aussies that would get into that sort of thing, there would be a big thing here called an esky, and it would be full of beer.
Yeah.
And the net will have nothing in it. And he will return home with an empty esky and a stomach full of beer. Okay, so we need to write down 1 to 4, and question number 1 is done.
Yeah.
Oh no, right the way through. We've only got 1 word to put in each gap, so this goes all the way through to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 is done. Okay, number 24.
Track 24. Unit 9. Speaking. Exercise 7.
What water sports are popular among young people?
I think there are many water sports that are popular. Near beach resorts, for example, the popular sports include things like surfing, sailing, water skiing. Other sports that young people enjoy are, let me think, canoeing, rowing perhaps, and, well, the main one's swimming, because you can do that in a pool anywhere.
How are sports like surfing and swimming different?
Well, there are several ways. For a start, you need a lot of waves to surf, whereas swimmers usually prefer calm water. Also, you need more equipment to surf. You know, a board and maybe a wetsuit. Yeah, and lastly, swimming's cheaper than surfing.
Why do some people not enjoy water sports?
I think it depends on the person, but the most important reason is probably that they can't swim. They don't like it if it's deep and their feet don't touch the bottom. Even some people who can swim are afraid of water. Another possibility is that these days the sea can be very polluted and they may be afraid of getting ill.
Okay, number one. Oh, sorry, number two.
One. Number two, include.
Yep, number three.
Number three, other.
Other, yes. Number four.
Number four, the main. I'm not sure.
Yep, main.
You may.
Number five.
Number five, were there.
Whereas.
Where there.
Whereas.
Where.
He learnt
Okay.
his English from an American or a Canadian, that's for sure. Number six.
Okay. Number six, more.
Number seven.
Cheaper.
Number eight.
Number eight, depends.
Number nine.
Reason.
And number 10.
Possibility.
Possibility.
Yeah.
Okay. I will skip that. And we'll skip that bit. Okay. All right. This is to do with pitch and rise and fall in someone's voice. Now, there are exceptions to this.
Mm-hmm.
The speaker's voices tend to rise to show that information is new or interesting, so it's going up, but fall to show they are finishing their point, coming down. Now, sometimes, but not all the time, punctuation will help you out with this. Coming down, comma. Coming down, full stop. But question marks and exclamation marks also go up. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to have a listen to this guy and listen to what you hear and what I hear is just going to be two different things.
Track 25, Unit 9, Pronunciation, Exercise 1.
The main one's swimming, because you can do that in a pool anywhere.
So his voice did go up a little there.
Yeah.
Down a bit here. Up for sure there. Up
Yes.
to there and down there.
Okay.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
punctuation's given some of that away. Comma. It's a half breath or whatever. Down.
Yeah.
Full stop is a break point. Down. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. So where should Carlos's voice rise and fall? This is an odd one insofar as that punctuation is not necessarily going to help you out a lot. Because I think his voice should go up there, not down. For a start, you need definitely up. A lot of waves up. So surf can come down, surf can come down.
Okay.
Whereas swimmers up usually prefer calm, probably up, water, down. That's what I'm thinking. I don't like these exercises. I don't see what you point to. Yeah, that's likely to go up. Lastly, down. Swimming's up. Well, no, swimming's flat. Cheaper, up. Surfing, dead giveaway, exclamation mark, up.
Okay.
I think. Some people can be afraid of water. Swim, I think, maybe up. Afraid, up. Water, dropping. Another possibility is that down, days down, polluted, despite the comma, likely to be up. Afraid, probably up. Ill, maybe down. I'd suspect that should be an exclamation mark. Let's have a listen. I don't particularly like these.
Track 26. Unit 9. Pronunciation. Exercise 3. 1.
For a start, you need a lot of waves to surf, whereas swimmers usually prefer calm water.
2.
Yeah, and lastly, swimming's cheaper than surfing.
3.
Even some people who can swim are afraid of water.
4.
Another possibility is that these days the sea can be very polluted and they may be afraid of getting ill.
Yeah, I didn't pick any of them.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't pick any of them at all, so there you go. Speaking exercise 9. Again, this sort of number 5, 3 sentences you could write and how you might say them. You can do for homework.
Okay.
It's English is an expressive language, but the way you use your body and your hands can be as much about. Let's see if I can find it. I'll keep hunting and see if I can come up with something on YouTube to send you a link. But one that you can watch is this guy and his wife Barbara, Alan Pease.
Okay.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
This is quite old.
Okay.
Has his own YouTube channel too. He explains a lot of things about body language. A lot of things. And you listen to the way he speaks, where his voice comes up, where it goes down. What he's doing with his hands at the time he gets expressive. Yes?
Yes.
And that it will give you a good idea and he's probably one of the foremost experts on body language. He's an Australian guy. You'll get a better idea of the intonation and body language with speaking from that than anything else. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to copy this. Word. Go on. Okay. It's come back a lot unexpected. Here's the diagram. Here are the questions. Now, would you rather do this tomorrow or finish this now?
We can do it tomorrow.
Okay, it's up to you. You're the boss. We'll do it
Okay.
tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll see you tomorrow then.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.